How to Unlock a New You and Live Your Best Life. Written and published by Stoic Intern. Introduction. What if I told you that the life you've always dreamed of is not some distant fantasy, but something closer than you think? The power to completely transform your reality and unlock a new version of yourself is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. Imagine being more confident, driven, and fully aligned with your deepest desires, effortlessly stepping into the life you've always wanted. In today's video, we'll dive deep into how to unlock a new you and live your best life. This book isn't just about change, it's about revolutionizing who you are, unlocking your true potential, and creating a life filled with purpose and passion. Are you ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about transformation? Let's take the first step toward living your best life. Chapter 1. The Art of Reinvention. Reinvention is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth and transformation. It is the process of breaking free from the limitations of your past and stepping into a new version of yourself. Reinvention is not just about making small changes to your daily habits or routines. It is about redefining who you are at your core. It is about letting go of the old stories you've been telling yourself and creating a new narrative that aligns with your dreams, goals, and aspirations. At its heart, reinvention is about possibility. It is the belief that no matter where you are in life, no matter what challenges you've faced, you have the power to change. You are not defined by your past mistakes, failures, or even your successes. Reinvention allows you to shed the labels and limitations that have held you back and step into a future filled with potential. But what does it mean to reinvent yourself? How do you begin this journey? And why is it so important? In this chapter, we will explore the art of reinvention in detail, breaking it down into simple, actionable steps that anyone can follow. By the end, you will understand that reinvention is not just a one-time event, but a lifelong process of growth and self-discovery. Understanding reinvention. Reinvention begins with a simple but profound realization. You are not stuck. Many people go through life feeling trapped by their circumstances, their past decisions, or the expectations of others. They believe that who they are today is who they will always be. But this is not true. You are not a fixed, unchanging being. You are dynamic, adaptable, and capable of growth. Your identity is not set in stone. It is shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. This means that at any moment you have the power to change. You can choose to let go of the old version of yourself and create a new one. Reinvention is not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about uncovering the person you've always been, but may have hidden away due to fear, doubt, or societal pressure. It's about aligning your actions and beliefs with your true self, the version of you that is confident, capable, and driven by purpose. Why reinvention is necessary. Life is constantly changing, the world around us evolves, and so do our circumstances, relationships, and goals. If we cling to an outdated version of ourselves, we risk becoming stagnant. We may find ourselves stuck in patterns that no longer serve us, holding on to beliefs that limit our potential. Reinvention allows us to adapt to life's changes. It gives us the flexibility to grow and evolve as individuals. Without reinvention, we may find ourselves living a life that feels unfulfilling or disconnected from our true desires. For example, think about someone who has spent years in a career they no longer enjoy. They may feel trapped because they've invested so much time and energy into this path. But by embracing reinvention, they can explore new opportunities, discover their passions, and create a career that brings them joy and purpose. Reinvention is also necessary for overcoming challenges. Life is full of setbacks, failures, and unexpected obstacles. These experiences can leave us feeling defeated or stuck, but reinvention allows us to rise above these challenges. It gives us the strength to let go of the past and move forward with hope and determination. The stories we tell ourselves. One of the biggest barriers to reinvention is the stories we tell ourselves. These are the narratives we create about who we are and what we're capable of. Often, These stories are shaped by our past experiences, the opinions of others, or societal expectations. For example, you might tell yourself, "I'm not good enough, I've always been this way," or "I can't change." These stories become self-fulfilling prophecies. They limit your potential and keep you stuck in old patterns. To reinvent yourself, you must challenge these stories. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it really true? How is it holding me back? Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you can begin to replace them with new empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you can say, "I am capable of growth and improvement." Instead of saying, "I've always been this way," you can say, "I have the power to change." Changing your inner narrative is one of the most important steps in the process of reinvention. It allows you to see yourself in a new light and opens the door to new possibilities. Letting go of the past. Reinvention requires letting go of the past. This can be one of the most challenging parts of the process because the past often feels familiar and comfortable, even if it's not serving us. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring your past. It means releasing the emotional hold it has over you. It means forgiving yourself for mistakes, letting go of regrets, and freeing yourself from the weight of old labels and identities. For example, if you've always thought of yourself as shy or not good at public speaking, you might avoid opportunities that require you to step out of your comfort zone. But by letting go of this label, you can begin to see yourself as someone who is capable of growth and improvement. Letting go also means releasing the need for external validation. Many of us hold on to certain identities or behaviors because we want to please others or meet their expectations. But true reinvention comes from within. It's about creating a life that aligns with your values and desires, not someone else's. Creating a vision for your future. Once you've let go of the past, it's time to create a vision for your future. This is one of the most exciting parts of the reinvention process because it allows you to dream big and imagine what's possible. Start by asking yourself, who do I want to become? What kind of life do I want to create? What are my values, passions, and goals? Be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success means to you. Does it mean starting your own business, building meaningful relationships, achieving financial independence? Creating a clear vision gives you a sense of direction and purpose. It helps you stay focused and motivated as you work toward your goals. Visualization is a powerful tool for bringing your vision to life. Take a few minutes each day to imagine yourself as the person you want to become. Picture yourself achieving your goals, living your dream life, and feeling confident and fulfilled. This practice helps reinforce your belief in your ability to change and keeps you taking small, deliberate steps. Reinvention doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that requires patience, persistence, and consistent effort. Start by taking small, deliberate steps toward your vision. These steps don't have to be big or dramatic. They just need to move you in the right direction. For example, if your goal is to become healthier, start by making one small change, like drinking more water or going for a 10-minute walk each day. If your goal is to change careers, start by researching new opportunities or taking a class to develop new skills. Each small step builds momentum and brings you closer to your goals. Over time, these small actions add up to significant change. Embracing the journey. Reinvention is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about continuously growing, learning, and evolving. There will be challenges along the way. You may face setbacks, doubts, or moments of fear, but these challenges are a natural part of the process. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. Remember to celebrate your progress no matter how small. Each step you take is a victory. Each challenge you overcome is a testament to your strength and resilience. Reinvention is a lifelong process. As you grow and change, your vision for yourself may evolve. That's okay. The important thing is to stay true to yourself and keep moving forward. The beauty of reinvention. The beauty of reinvention is that it allows you to create a life that is truly your own. It gives you the freedom to let go of the past, embrace the present, and step into a future filled with possibility. Reinvention is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about uncovering your true potential and living a life that aligns with your values, passions, and dreams. No matter where you are in life, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. You have the power to change, grow, and create a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. So take the first step. Let go of the past, create a vision for your future, and start taking small, deliberate actions toward the person you want to become. The journey of reinvention is waiting for you. Chapter 2. Rewiring your brain for limitless possibilities. The human brain is one of the most powerful tools we possess. It shapes how we think, feel, and act, and it plays a central role in determining the quality of our lives. Yet, many of us underestimate its potential. We often believe that our thoughts, habits, and behaviors are fixed, that we are who we are, and that change is difficult or even impossible. But this couldn't be further from the truth. The brain is not static, it is highly adaptable and capable of change. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, means that our brains can form new connections, learn new behaviors, and even rewire themselves to support the life we want to create. By understanding and harnessing the power of neuroplasticity, we can reprogram our minds to think more positively, overcome limiting beliefs, and unlock limitless possibilities. In this chapter, we will explore the concept of rewiring your brain in simple, practical terms. We'll discuss how your thoughts shape your reality, how to replace negative patterns with empowering ones, and how to use tools like visualization, mindfulness, and affirmations to create lasting change. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand that you have the power to reshape your mind and, in doing so, transform your life. The power of your thoughts. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. They influence how you see yourself, how you interact with the world, and the decisions you make every day. In many ways, your thoughts shape your reality. For example, if you constantly think, "I'm not good enough," this belief will affect your actions. You might avoid taking risks, shy away from opportunities, or settle for less than you deserve. Over time, this negative thought pattern becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. On the other hand, if you think, "I am capable of achieving great things," this belief will inspire you to take action, pursue your goals, and overcome challenges. Positive thoughts create a sense of confidence and possibility, which can lead to success and fulfillment. The good news is that you have control over your thoughts. While it's natural to have negative or self-doubting thoughts from time to time, you don't have to let them define you. By becoming aware of your thought patterns and consciously choosing more empowering ones, you can begin to rewire your brain for success. Understanding neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means that your brain is constantly changing and adapting based on your experiences, thoughts, and actions. Think of your brain like a network of roads. The more you travel down a particular road, the more well-worn and familiar it becomes. This is how habits and thought patterns are formed. If you've spent years thinking negatively or engaging in unhelpful behaviors, those roads in your brain are likely very strong. But here's the exciting part: you can build new roads. By practicing new thoughts, behaviors, and habits, you can create new neural pathways in your brain. Over time, these new pathways become stronger while the old ones fade away. This is how you rewire your brain. Neuroplasticity shows us that change is always possible. No matter how long you've been stuck in a negative pattern, you have the power to create a new way of thinking and living. Replacing negative thought patterns. One of the first steps in rewiring your brain is identifying and replacing negative thought patterns. These are the automatic, self-defeating thoughts that hold you back and limit your potential. For example, you might think, I'm not smart enough to succeed. I always fail, so why bother trying? I don't deserve happiness or success. These thoughts may feel true because you've repeated them so many times, but they are not facts. They are beliefs, and beliefs can be changed. To replace negative thought patterns, follow these steps. 1. Become aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind, especially in challenging situations. Notice when you're being self-critical or focusing on the negative. 2. Challenge the negative thought. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support it? Often, you'll find that these thoughts are based on fear or past experiences, not reality. 3. Replace the thought with a positive one. Choose a new, empowering thought to replace the negative one. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, you can say, I am capable of learning and growing. 4. Repeat the positive thought. Repetition is key to rewiring your brain. The more you practice thinking positively, the stronger those neural pathways become. Over time, this process will help you shift from a negative mindset to a more positive and empowering one. The role of visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool for rewiring your brain. It involves creating a mental image of your desired outcome and imagining yourself achieving it. When you visualize success, your brain doesn't distinguish between the imagined experience and reality. This means that visualization can activate the same neural pathways as actually achieving your goal. It helps your brain practice success, which makes it easier to take the actions needed to make it a reality. Here's how to use visualization effectively. 1. Create a clear picture. Close your eyes and imagine your goal in vivid detail. What does success look like? How does it feel? Engage all your senses to make the image as real as possible. 2. Focus on the positive emotions. As you visualize, focus on the positive emotions associated with achieving your goal. Joy, pride, excitement, and gratitude. These emotions reinforce the belief that success is possible. 3. Practice daily. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your success. The more you practice, the stronger the neural pathways in your brain become. Visualization is not just wishful thinking. It's a way to train your brain to believe in your potential and take action toward your goals. The power of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help you reprogram your mind and replace negative beliefs with empowering ones. They work by reinforcing new thought patterns and building confidence in your abilities. For example, if you struggle with self-doubt, you might use affirmations like, I am capable of achieving my goals. I deserve happiness and success. I am strong, confident, and resilient. To make affirmations effective, repeat them daily. Say your affirmations out loud or write them down each day. Repetition helps strengthen the new neural pathways in your brain. Believe in them. Even if it feels awkward at first, try to believe in the truth of your affirmations. Over time, they will feel more natural. Use present tense. Phrase your affirmations as if they are already true. For example, say, I am confident, rather than I will be confident. Affirmations are a simple but powerful way to shift your mindset and build a more positive and empowering self-perceived. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are essential tools for rewiring your brain. They help you become more aware of your thoughts, reduce stress, and create a sense of calm and focus. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. This awareness is the first step in changing negative thought patterns. Meditation takes mindfulness a step further by training your brain to focus and quiet the mental chatter. Regular meditation has been shown to increase gray matter in the brain, improve emotional regulation, and enhance overall well-being. To get started with mindfulness and meditation. 1. Set aside time. Start with just 5–10 minutes a day. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. 2. Focus on your breath. Pay attention to your breathing. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. 3. Observe your thoughts. Notice your thoughts without judgment. Let them come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. With practice, mindfulness and meditation can help you develop greater self-awareness and create a more positive and focused mindset. The science of gratitude. Gratitude is another powerful way to rewire your brain. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you train your brain to notice the positive aspects of your life. This shift in focus can improve your mood, reduce stress, and increase overall happiness. To practice gratitude. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Express gratitude to others. Take the time to thank the people in your life who have made a positive impact. Focus on the present moment. Appreciate the small joys in your daily life, like a beautiful sunset or a kind gesture. Gratitude helps you cultivate a positive mindset and reinforces the belief that good things are possible. Embracing the process. Rewiring your brain is not an overnight process. It takes time, effort, and consistency, but the rewards are worth it. As you practice replacing negative thoughts, visualizing success, using affirmations, and cultivating mindfulness and gratitude, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in your mindset. You'll feel more confident, more focused, and more capable of achieving your goals. Remember, your brain is always changing. Every thought, action, and experience shapes it in some way. By consciously choosing to focus on the positive and take steps toward growth, you can create a life filled with limitless possibilities. The power to transform your mind and your life is already within you. All you have to do is take the first step. Chapter 3. Harnessing the power of radical self-love. Radical self-love is one of the most transformative practices you can embrace in your life. It is the foundation for personal growth, emotional well-being, and lasting happiness. Unlike the fleeting moments of self-esteem that come from external validation, radical self-love is about cultivating a deep, unconditional acceptance of yourself. Flaws, mistakes, and all. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and understanding that you would offer to a close friend or loved one. In a world that often encourages us to focus on our shortcomings, compare ourselves to others, and seek approval from external sources, radical self-love is a revolutionary act. It challenges us to stop looking outward for validation and instead turn inward to recognize our inherent worth. This chapter will explore what radical self-love truly means, why it is essential for a fulfilling life, and how you can begin to practice it. By the end, you will understand that self-love is not selfish. It is the key to unlocking your full potential and living a life of joy, confidence, and purpose. What is radical self-love? Radical self-love goes beyond simply liking yourself or practicing occasional self-care. It is a deep, unwavering acceptance of who you are, regardless of your past mistakes, imperfections, or the opinions of others. At its core, radical self-love is about recognizing that you are worthy of love and respect simply because you exist. You don't need to earn it through achievements, appearances, or the approval of others. It is an unconditional love that comes from within. This kind of self-love is not about arrogance or self-centeredness. It's not about thinking you're better than others or ignoring your flaws. Instead, it's about embracing your humanity, acknowledging that you are imperfect just like everyone else, and that this imperfection is what makes you beautifully unique. Radical self-love also means letting go of the need for external validation. Many of us base our self-worth on how others perceive us, whether it's through compliments, social media likes, or professional success. But true self-love comes from within. It's about knowing your worth, even when no one else is watching. Why is radical self-love important? Radical self-love is essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Without it, we often fall into patterns of self-criticism, self-doubt, and people-pleasing. We may settle for less than we deserve, avoid taking risks, or feel unworthy of happiness and success. When you practice radical self-love, you 1. Build confidence. Self-love helps you believe in your abilities and trust yourself. It gives you the courage to pursue your goals and overcome challenges. 2. Improve relationships. When you love yourself, you set healthy boundaries and attract relationships that are based on mutual respect and support. 3. Enhance emotional resilience. Self-love allows you to bounce back from setbacks and failures. Instead of being consumed by self-doubt, you treat yourself with compassion and learn from your experiences. 4. Experience greater joy. When you accept yourself as you are, you free yourself from the constant pressure to be perfect. This creates space for genuine happiness and contentment. Radical self-love is not just a luxury. It is a necessity. It is the foundation for a life that is authentic, purposeful, and aligned with your true self. The barriers to self-love. While the concept of self-love may seem simple, many of us struggle to practice it. This is often because of the barriers we've built over time, barriers that prevent us from seeing our own worth. 1. Negative self-talk. One of the biggest obstacles to self-love is the way we talk to ourselves. Many of us have an inner critic that constantly points out our flaws, mistakes, and shortcomings. This negative self-talk can be deeply ingrained, often stemming from childhood experiences, societal expectations, or past failures. 2. Comparison. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. Social media, in particular, creates a highlight reel of other people's lives, making us feel like we're not good enough. But comparison is the thief of joy. It distracts us from our own unique journey and undermines our self-worth. 3. Perfectionism. Many people believe they need to be perfect to be worthy of love and acceptance. This perfectionism creates unrealistic expectations and sets us up for disappointment. It also prevents us from embracing our humanity and learning from our mistakes. 4. External validation. When we rely on others to validate our worth, we give away our power. External validation is fleeting and unreliable. True self-love comes from within. It is not dependent on the opinions or approval of others. 5. Unresolved past experiences. Past traumas, failures, or negative experiences can leave us feeling unworthy or unlovable. These unresolved emotions can create a barrier to self-love, making it difficult to move forward and embrace our true selves. Recognizing these barriers is the first step in overcoming them. By becoming aware of the thoughts and behaviors that hold you back, you can begin to replace them with practices that nurture self-love. How to practice radical self-love. Radical self-love is a practice. It's something you cultivate over time through intentional actions and mindset shifts. Here are some practical steps to help you harness the power of self-love. 1. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is the foundation of self-love. It means treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during times of failure or difficulty. When you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, try saying, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning and growing. I'm doing the best I can, and that's enough." Self-compassion allows you to embrace your imperfections and see them as opportunities for growth. It helps you build resilience and move forward with confidence. 2. Set healthy boundaries. Loving yourself means protecting your time, energy, and well-being. This requires setting boundaries with others and learning to say no when necessary. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about creating space for your own needs and priorities. When you set boundaries, you show yourself that your well-being matters. For example, say no to commitments that drain your energy. Limit time spent with people who are toxic or unsupportive. Prioritize self-care even if it means disappointing others. 3. Let go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is one of the biggest barriers to self-love. It creates unrealistic expectations and makes us feel like we're never good enough. To let go of perfectionism. Embrace the idea that mistakes are a natural part of life. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate your efforts, even if the outcome isn't perfect. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love and success. You are enough, just as you are. 4. Practice daily self-care. Self-care is an essential part of self-love. It's about taking time to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Self-care can include eating nourishing foods and staying hydrated, getting enough sleep and rest, engaging in activities that bring you joy, like reading, painting, or spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness or meditation to reduce stress. By prioritizing self-care, you show yourself that you are worth the time and effort. 5. Challenge negative self-talk. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself. When you notice negative or self-critical thoughts, challenge them. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," ask yourself, "Is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support it? How can I reframe this thought in a more positive way?" Replace negative self-talk with affirmations like, "I am worthy of love and respect. I am capable of achieving my goals. I am enough, just as I am." 6. Celebrate your uniqueness. Radical self-love means embracing what makes you unique. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own strengths, talents, and qualities. Take time to reflect on what makes you special. Write down your positive attributes, achievements, and the things you love about yourself. Celebrate your individuality and recognize that you have something valuable to offer the world. 7. Forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. It's part of being human. Holding on to guilt or regret only weighs you down and prevents you from moving forward. Forgiveness is a powerful act of self-love. It means letting go of the past and giving yourself permission to start fresh. To forgive yourself. Acknowledge your mistakes and take responsibility for them. Reflect on what you've learned from the experience. Remind yourself that mistakes don't define your worth. 8. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your self-love journey. Choose to spend time with individuals who uplift, support, and inspire you. Avoid toxic relationships that drain your energy or make you feel unworthy. Instead, seek out connections that encourage growth, positivity, and mutual respect. The transformative power of radical self-love. When you practice radical self-love, you transform not only your relationship with yourself, but also your entire life. You begin to see yourself as worthy, capable, and deserving of happiness and success. Self-love empowers you to pursue your dreams with confidence. Set boundaries and prioritize your well-being. Build healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Overcome challenges with resilience and grace. Radical self-love is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. It requires patience, practice, and a commitment to treating yourself with kindness and compassion. Remember, you are worthy of love and respect, just as you are. By embracing radical self-love, you unlock the power to live a life that is authentic, joyful, and aligned with your true self. Chapter 4. Mastering the Art of Fearless Action. Fear is a natural part of life. It's something we all experience, whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown. While fear can sometimes protect us from danger, it often holds us back from reaching our full potential. It keeps us stuck in our comfort zones, afraid to take risks or pursue our dreams. But what if you could learn to act in spite of fear? What if you could use fear as a motivator rather than a barrier? This is the essence of fearless action. It's not about eliminating fear entirely. That's impossible. Instead, it's about mastering the art of moving forward even when fear is present. Fearless action is the key to growth, success, and fulfillment. It's what allows you to take risks, embrace challenges, and create the life you truly want. In this chapter, we'll explore what it means to take fearless action, why it's so important, and how you can develop the courage to act boldly in the face of fear. Understanding fear. Before we can master fearless action, we need to understand fear. Fear is a natural response to perceived danger. It's your brain's way of protecting you from harm. When you encounter a situation that feels threatening, your brain activates the fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This response is helpful in situations where your safety is at risk, like avoiding a car accident or escaping a dangerous situation. But in modern life, fear often shows up in situations that aren't life-threatening, like giving a presentation, starting a new job, or pursuing a big goal. In these cases, fear is more about discomfort than actual danger. It's your brain's way of warning you that you're stepping into the unknown. While this discomfort can feel overwhelming, it's important to remember that fear is not a sign that you should stop. In fact, it's often a sign that you're about to grow. The role of fear in growth. Fear and growth go hand in hand. Anytime you step outside your comfort zone, you're likely to feel fear. This is because your brain craves familiarity and predictability. When you try something new or take a risk, your brain perceives it as a threat, even if it's something positive. But growth only happens outside your comfort zone. If you always stay where it's safe and familiar, you'll never reach your full potential. Fear is a natural part of the growth process. It's a sign that you're pushing your boundaries and challenging yourself. For example, when you apply for a job you're passionate about, you might feel fear of rejection. When you start a new business, you might feel fear of failure. When you share your ideas with others, you might feel fear of judgment. In each of these situations, fear is a sign that you're taking steps towards something meaningful. Instead of letting fear hold you back, you can learn to embrace it as a necessary part of growth. Reframing fear. One of the most powerful ways to master fearless action is to reframe your perspective on fear. Instead of seeing fear as a barrier, you can choose to see it as an opportunity. Here are some ways to reframe fear. 1. Fear as a sign of growth. When you feel fear, remind yourself that it's a sign you're stepping outside your comfort zone. It means you're challenging yourself and moving towards something important. 2. Fear as a teacher. Fear can teach you valuable lessons about yourself. It can reveal your insecurities, limiting beliefs, and areas where you need to grow. By facing your fears, you gain self-awareness and build resilience. 3. Fear as energy. Fear creates physical sensations like a racing heart or sweaty palms. Instead of interpreting these sensations as negative, see them as energy. This energy can fuel your actions and help you perform at your best. 4. Fear as temporary. Remember that fear is temporary. The discomfort you feel in the moment will pass, and the rewards of taking action will far outweigh the initial fear. By changing the way you think about fear, you can begin to see it as a natural and even positive part of the journey. The importance of taking action. Fearless action is not about waiting for fear to disappear. It's about taking action despite the fear. The truth is, fear often fades once you take the first step. For example, imagine you're nervous about speaking in front of a group. The anticipation might feel overwhelming, but once you start talking, the fear begins to subside. This is because action shifts your focus from the fear itself to the task at hand. Taking action also builds confidence. Each time you face a fear and succeed, you prove to yourself that you're capable. This creates a positive cycle. The more you act, the more confident you become, and the less power fear has over you. Strategies for mastering fearless action. Mastering fearless action is a skill that takes practice. Here are some strategies to help you take bold steps in the face of fear. 1. Start small. You don't have to take huge, life-changing actions right away. Start with small steps that push you slightly outside your comfort zone. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, start by speaking up in a small meeting. If you're nervous about networking, start by introducing yourself to one new person. Each small step builds momentum and makes it easier to take bigger actions over time. 2. Break it down. Big goals can feel overwhelming, especially when fear is involved. Break your goal into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if you want to start a business, you might 1. Research your industry. 2. Create a simple business plan. 3. Reach out to a mentor for advice. Focusing on one step at a time makes the process feel less intimidating. 3. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool for overcoming fear. Take a few minutes each day to imagine yourself successfully completing the action you're afraid of. For example, if you're nervous about an interview, visualize yourself walking in confidently, answering questions with ease, and leaving with a sense of accomplishment. Visualization helps your brain practice success, making it feel more achievable. 4. Focus on your why. When fear feels overwhelming, remind yourself why you're taking action in the first place. What's the bigger purpose or goal behind it? For example, if you're afraid of starting a new career, focus on the fulfillment and opportunities it will bring. If you're nervous about sharing your ideas, focus on the impact they could have on others. Your why gives you the motivation to push through fear and take action. 5. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles to fearless action. But failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone to success. Every successful person has experienced failure. What sets them apart is their ability to learn from it and keep going. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this knowledge to improve? By reframing failure as a learning opportunity, you take away its power to hold you back. 6. Surround yourself with support. Having a support system can make a big difference in your ability to take fearless action. Surround yourself with people who encourage and inspire you. Share your goals and fears with trusted friends, family, or mentors. Their support and perspective can help you stay motivated and overcome self-doubt. 7. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and manage the physical sensations of fear. When you feel fear, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and focus on the present moment. Mindfulness reduces the intensity of fear and helps you approach challenges with a calm and focused mindset. The rewards of fearless action. When you master the art of fearless action, you open the door to incredible opportunities and experiences. You build confidence. Each time you face a fear, you prove to yourself that you're capable. Achieve your goals. Fearless action allows you to pursue your dreams and create the life you want. Grow as a person. Facing fear helps you develop resilience, courage, and self-awareness. Inspire others. Your willingness to take bold action can inspire those around you to do the same. Fearless action is not about being fearless. It's about being brave. It's about choosing to act in the face of fear and trusting that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. Chapter 5. Unlocking the power of flow states. Have you ever been so deeply immersed in an activity that time seemed to disappear. Maybe you were working on a project, playing a sport or creating art, and everything just clicked. You felt focused, energized, and completely in the moment. This state of effortless concentration and peak performance is known as flow. Flow is often described as being in the zone. It's a mental state where you are fully engaged in what you're doing, and everything feels natural and seamless. In this state, distractions fade away, your mind and body work in harmony, and you perform at your best. Unlocking the power of flow states can transform the way you work, create, and live. It allows you to tap into your full potential, achieve greater productivity, and experience a deep sense of fulfillment. In this chapter, we'll explore what flow is, why it's so powerful, and how you can cultivate it in your daily life. What is flow? The concept of flow was first introduced by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, who described it as a state of complete absorption in an activity. When you're in flow, you lose track of time, your worries fade away, and you feel a sense of joy and accomplishment. Flow occurs when you are fully focused on a task that is both challenging and rewarding. It's not about mindlessly going through the motions, it's about being completely present and engaged in the moment. Some key characteristics of flow include: 1. Intense focus. Your attention is fully directed toward the task at hand. 2. Loss of self-consciousness. You're so absorbed in the activity that you stop worrying about how you look or what others think. 3. Timelessness. Time seems to either speed up or slow down. Hours can feel like minutes. 4. Effortlessness. Even though the task may be challenging, it feels natural and enjoyable. 5. Clear goals. You know exactly what you're trying to achieve, and you're focused on the process. 6. Immediate feedback. You can see or feel the results of your actions in real time. Flow is not limited to specific activities. You can experience it while writing, coding, playing music, cooking, gardening, or even having a meaningful conversation. The key is finding activities that challenge and engage you in a meaningful way. Why is flow so powerful? Flow is more than just a pleasant experience. It's a state of peak performance. When you're in flow, your brain operates at its highest level, allowing you to think creatively, solve problems, and perform tasks with precision. Here are some of the benefits of flow. 1. Increased productivity. Flow allows you to work with intense focus and efficiency. You're able to accomplish more in less time because you're fully immersed in the task. 2. Enhance creativity. In a flow state, your mind is free to explore new ideas and make connections. This makes it easier to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions. 3. Improved performance. Whether you're an athlete, artist, or professional, flow helps you perform at your best. It allows you to tap into your skills and push your limits. 4. Greater fulfillment. Flow is deeply rewarding. It brings a sense of joy and satisfaction that comes from doing something meaningful and challenging. 5. Reduced stress. When you're in flow, you're fully present in the moment. This helps you let go of worries and distractions, creating a sense of calm and focus. Flow is not just about achieving results, it's about enjoying the process. It's a reminder that the journey is just as important as the destination. The science behind flow. Flow is not just a psychological concept, it's also rooted in neuroscience. When you enter a flow state, your brain undergoes several changes that enhance your focus and performance. 1. Dopamine release. Flow triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. This makes the activity feel enjoyable and keeps you engaged. 2. Reduced activity in the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for self-awareness and decision-making, becomes less active during flow. This is why you lose track of time and stop worrying about yourself or external distractions. 3. Increased alpha and theta brainwaves. Flow is associated with a balance of alpha and theta brainwaves, which promote relaxation and creativity. This allows you to stay calm and focused while thinking creatively. 4. Heightened focus and attention. During flow, your brain's attention system is fully activated, allowing you to concentrate deeply on the task at hand. These changes create the perfect conditions for peak performance and creativity. By understanding the science behind flow, you can learn how to create the right environment to experience it more often. How to cultivate flow. Flow doesn't happen by chance. It's something you can intentionally cultivate. Here are some practical steps to help you unlock the power of flow states. 1. Choose the right challenge. Flow occurs when the task you're working on is challenging but not overwhelming. If the task is too easy, you'll get bored. If it's too difficult, you'll feel frustrated. To find the right balance, choose tasks that push you slightly outside your comfort zone. Set clear, achievable goals for what you want to accomplish. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if you're learning a new skill, start with something that's challenging but within your current abilities. As you improve, gradually increase the difficulty. 2. Eliminate distractions. Flow requires deep focus, so it's important to create an environment that minimizes distractions. Here's how to create a distraction-free space. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Set specific times for focused work and let others know you're unavailable during those times. By removing distractions, you can fully immerse yourself in the task and stay in the flow state longer. 3. Set clear goals. Having a clear sense of purpose is essential for flow. When you know exactly what you're trying to achieve, it's easier to stay focused and motivated. For example, if you're writing, set a goal to complete a specific number of words or pages. If you're working on a project, define the specific outcome you want to achieve. Clear goals give you a sense of direction and help you stay on track. 4. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Flow is about being fully present in the moment, not worrying about the end result. Instead of focusing on whether you'll succeed or fail, focus on the task itself. For example, if you're painting, focus on the brushstrokes and colors, not the finished artwork. If you're playing a sport, focus on each movement and decision, not the final score. By immersing yourself in the process, you'll find joy and satisfaction in the activity itself. 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and focused, which is essential for flow. When you practice mindfulness, you train your brain to let go of distractions and fully engage with the task at hand. To practice mindfulness, take a few deep breaths before starting a task to center yourself. Pay attention to your senses and the details of what you're doing. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to the task. Mindfulness helps you create the mental clarity and focus needed for flow. 6. Embrace feedback. Flow thrives on immediate feedback. This allows you to adjust your actions in real time and stay engaged in the task. For example, if you're playing a musical instrument, listen to the sound and adjust your technique as needed. If you're working on a project, review your progress regularly to see what's working and what needs improvement. Feedback keeps you connected to the task and helps you maintain a sense of progress. 7. Build flow into your routine. Flow is not something that happens randomly. It's something you can cultivate through consistent practice. To build flow into your routine, schedule dedicated time for activities that bring you joy and challenge you. Create rituals or habits that signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Reflect on your experiences to identify what conditions help you enter flow. By making flow a regular part of your life, you can experience its benefits more often. Overcoming barriers to flow. While flow is a powerful state, it's not always easy to achieve. Here are some common barriers to flow and how to overcome them. 1. Distractions. Solution. Create a focused environment and set boundaries to minimize interruptions. 2. Lack of motivation. Solution. Choose activities that align with your passions and values. 3. Fear of failure. Solution. Focus on the process rather than the outcome and see mistakes as opportunities to learn. 4. Overwhelm. Solution. Break tasks into smaller steps and focus on one thing at a time. By addressing these barriers, you can create the conditions for flow to thrive. The joy of flow. Flow is not just about achieving results. It's about experiencing the joy of being fully present and engaged in what you're doing. It's a reminder that life is not just about reaching goals, but also about enjoying the journey. When you unlock the power of flow, you tap into a state of peak performance and creativity. You discover what it feels like to be completely in sync with yourself and the world around you. Flow is a gift you can give yourself every day. By cultivating it in your work, hobbies, and relationships, you can create a life that is more fulfilling, meaningful, and joyful. Chapter 6. Living in alignment with your highest potential. Living in alignment with your highest potential is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living a life that reflects your values, passions, and purpose. When you align your actions, thoughts, and decisions with who you truly are, you unlock a sense of fulfillment, joy, and meaning that cannot be found elsewhere. Many people go through life feeling disconnected or unfulfilled because they are not living in alignment with their true selves. They may follow paths dictated by societal expectations, fear, or the opinions of others, rather than listening to their inner voice. But when you live in alignment with your highest potential, you create a life that feels authentic and deeply satisfying. This chapter will explore what it means to live in alignment, why it's essential for personal growth and happiness, and how you can take practical steps to align your life with your highest potential. By the end, you'll understand that living in alignment is not about perfection. It's about making intentional choices that honor your true self. What does it mean to live in alignment? Living in alignment means that your actions, decisions, and lifestyle are consistent with your core values, passions, and purpose. It's about living authentically and staying true to who you are, even in the face of challenges or external pressures. When you're in alignment, you feel a sense of harmony between your inner self and your outer life. You wake up each day with a sense of purpose and clarity, knowing that you're on the right path. On the other hand, when you're out of alignment, you may feel stuck, unmotivated, or disconnected. You might find yourself going through the motions, chasing goals that don't truly matter to you, or living according to someone else's expectations. Living in alignment doesn't mean that life will always be easy or that you'll never face obstacles. But it does mean that you'll have a clear sense of direction and the inner strength to navigate challenges with confidence and resilience. Why is living in alignment important? Living in alignment with your highest potential is essential for a fulfilling and meaningful life. Here's why. 1. Clarity and focus. When you're aligned with your true self, you have a clear sense of what matters most to you. This clarity helps you focus your energy on the things that truly matter, rather than getting distracted by external pressures or unimportant tasks. 2. Authenticity. Living in alignment allows you to be your authentic self. You no longer feel the need to wear masks or pretend to be someone you're not. This authenticity creates deeper, more meaningful connections with others. 3. Fulfillment. When your actions align with your values and passions, you experience a deep sense of fulfillment. You feel like you're living a life that is true to who you are, rather than simply going through the motions. 4. Resilience. Alignment gives you a strong sense of purpose. which helps you stay motivated and resilient in the face of challenges. When you know why you're doing something, it's easier to overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. 5. Personal growth. Living in alignment requires self-awareness and intentionality, which naturally lead to personal growth. As you align your life with your highest potential, you discover new strengths, talents, and possibilities. Living in alignment is not just about achieving external success, it's about creating a life that feels meaningful and authentic from the inside out. Signs you're living out of alignment. Before you can begin living in alignment, it's important to recognize the signs that you may be out of alignment. These signs can serve as a wake-up call to make changes and realign your life with your true self. Here are some common signs that you're living out of alignment. 1. Lack of motivation. You feel unmotivated or uninspired by your daily activities. Even tasks that once excited you may now feel like a chore. 2. Feeling stuck. You feel like you're not making progress or that you're stuck in a rut. You may have a sense that something is missing, but you're not sure what it is. 3. Constant stress or burnout. You feel overwhelmed, stressed, or burned out because you're trying to meet expectations that don't align with your values or priorities. 4. Disconnection. You feel disconnected from yourself or others. You may struggle to find meaning in your relationships, work, or daily life. 5. Inner conflict. You experience a sense of inner conflict or unease, as if you're living a life that doesn't truly reflect who you are. If any of these signs resonate with you, it's a signal that it's time to pause, reflect, and realign your life with your highest potential. How to live in alignment with your highest potential. Living in alignment is a journey, not a destination. It requires self-awareness, intentionality, and a willingness to make changes. Here are some practical steps to help you align your life with your highest potential. 1. Clarify your core values. Your core values are the principles that guide your life. They represent what matters most to you and serve as a compass for your decisions and actions. To clarify your core values, reflect on what brings you joy, fulfillment, and meaning. Think about the qualities you admire in others. Identify the things you're unwilling to compromise on, such as honesty, family, or creativity. Once you've identified your core values, use them as a guide for making decisions and setting priorities. 2. Discover your passions. Your passions are the activities, interests, or causes that light you up and make you feel alive. They are often a key part of your highest potential. To discover your passions, reflect on the activities that make you lose track of time. Think about the topics you love to learn about or talk about. Pay attention to the things that energize and excite you. Incorporate your passions into your daily life, whether through your work, hobbies, or personal projects. 3. Define your purpose. Your purpose is your why, the reason you get out of bed in the morning. It's the unique contribution you want to make to the world. To define your purpose, reflect on the impact you want to have on others or the world. Think about the legacy you want to leave behind. Consider how your values and passions intersect. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It can be as simple as spreading kindness, supporting your family, or creating art that inspires others. 4. Align your actions with your values and purpose. Once you've clarified your values, passions, and purpose, the next step is to align your actions with them. This means making intentional choices that reflect who you are and what you stand for. For example, if one of your core values is health, prioritize exercise, nutrition, and self-care. If your purpose is to help others, look for opportunities to volunteer, mentor, or support your community. If your passion is writing, set aside time each day to work on your craft. Alignment is about consistency. It's about ensuring that your daily actions reflect your deepest values and aspirations. 5. let go of what no longer serves you. Living in alignment often requires letting go of things that no longer serve you. This could include toxic relationships that drain your energy, habits or routines that don't align with your values, goals or expectations that were imposed by others. Letting go can be difficult, but it creates space for new opportunities and experiences that are more aligned with your true self. 6. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is essential for staying in alignment. It allows you to check in with yourself, evaluate your progress, and make adjustments as needed. Set aside time regularly to reflect on questions like, am I living in alignment with my values and purpose? What's working well in my life, and what needs to change? How can I continue to grow and evolve? Self-reflection helps you stay connected to your true self and ensures that you're moving in the right direction. 7. Embrace growth and change. Living in alignment is not a static process. It's a journey of growth and evolution. As you learn more about yourself and the world, your values, passions, and purpose may shift. Be open to change and willing to adapt. Embrace new opportunities, challenges, and experiences that help you grow and expand your potential. The rewards of living in alignment. When you live in alignment with your highest potential, you experience a profound sense of fulfillment and joy. You feel connected to yourself, others, and the world around you. Some of the rewards of living in alignment include inner peace. You feel a sense of harmony and balance in your life. Confidence. You trust yourself and your decisions because they reflect your true values. Meaningful relationships. You attract people who resonate with your authentic self. Purposeful living. You wake up each day with a sense of purpose and direction. Living in alignment doesn't mean life will always be easy, but it does mean that you'll face challenges with clarity, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. Conclusion: unlocking your best life. The journey to unlocking your best life is not about perfection or achieving a specific destination. It's about growth, self-discovery, and intentional living. Each chapter in this guide has explored a key aspect of personal transformation, offering practical tools and insights to help you step into your highest potential. From embracing radical self-love to mastering fearless action, from unlocking the power of flow states to living in alignment with your true self, the path to your best life is built on a foundation of self-awareness, courage, and consistency. Key takeaways. As we conclude, let's revisit the core lessons from this journey. 1. Reinvention and transformation. Growth begins with the willingness to let go of limiting beliefs and redefine who you are. You have the power to reinvent yourself at any stage of life. 2. Radical self-love. Loving yourself unconditionally is the foundation for all personal growth. When you treat yourself with kindness and compassion, you unlock the confidence and resilience needed to face life's challenges. 3. Fearless action. Fear is a natural part of growth, but it doesn't have to hold you back. By reframing fear and taking bold steps outside your comfort zone, you can achieve your goals and transform your life. 4. Flow states. Tapping into flow allows you to perform at your best and experience deep fulfillment. By creating the right conditions for focus and engagement, you can unlock your creativity and productivity. 5. Living in alignment. A fulfilling life is one that reflects your values, passions, and purpose. When you align your actions with your true self, you create a life of authenticity, joy, and meaning. The power of small, consistent steps. One of the most important lessons from this journey is the power of small, consistent actions. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of daily choices and habits that align with your goals and values. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you want to create. Whether it's practicing self-love, taking a courageous action, or dedicating time to your passions, every effort matters. Remember, progress is more important than perfection, Celebrate your wins, learn from your setbacks, and keep moving forward. Embracing change and growth. Life is a constant process of change and growth. As you evolve, your values, goals, and priorities may shift. This is a natural part of the journey. Embrace change as an opportunity to learn and expand your potential. Be open to new experiences, challenges, and perspectives. Trust that each step, even the difficult ones, is leading you closer to your best life. Your unique journey. It's important to remember that your journey is unique. There is no one-size-fits-all formula for personal growth or success. What works for someone else may not work for you, and that's okay. The key is to listen to your inner voice and honor your own path. Trust yourself to make the choices that are right for you, even if they don't align with societal expectations or the opinions of others. Your best life is not about comparing yourself to others. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. A life of purpose and fulfillment. At its core, unlocking your best life is about living with purpose and fulfillment. It's about waking up each day with a sense of clarity, confidence, and joy. It's about creating a life that reflects your true self and leaves a positive impact on the world. This journey is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. By embracing the principles of self-love, fearless action, flow, and alignment, you can create a life that feels authentic, meaningful, and deeply satisfying. Final words. As you move forward, remember that you have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. You are capable, resilient, and worthy of living your best life. Take the lessons from this guide and apply them in your own unique way. Be patient with yourself, stay committed to your growth, and trust the process. Your best life is waiting for you. It's time to step into it with courage, intention, and an open heart. Go forward boldly, and remember, the journey to your best life begins with the choices you make today.